Hey everybody, it's Chip Harris again. Just going to talk to you a little bit about the housing market as we see it today. It is not quite the middle of August, and wanted to look retrospectively a little bit at June of 2022 and the record home prices that we've seen in the United States, highest home valuations ever. The average single family home price in June of 2022, this was just a month and a half to 2 months ago, was $418,000 according to the National Association of Realtors. Just to put some perspective on that, $418,000 was the average price or value of a home being sold in the United States and going under contract and closing. Now, 2 years earlier, in June of 2020, the average sale price was $283. 283, 418. Incredible growth over the last 2 years. That's not new news. We all know it, we all feel it, we all see it. But the real question is, will that 418 become 518 in 2023? Will prices continue to escalate as they have over the last two and a half years? The answer to that question is, in my opinion, no. Home prices are not going to continue to escalate at the 14, 20, 28% clip that we've seen over the last year and a half to 2 years. The reason for that is demand has slowed greatly. As again, mortgage rates have gone up. They're around 5%. At one point in time, they were getting close to 6%. They've reprieved off of that a little bit over the last couple of months to just under 5% last week, which is a great reprieve for folks wanting to get back into the buying mode of home purchases. And so looking at the appreciation in 2 years from 283-ish, 284-ish to 418, 420-ish in today's world, incredible price escalation, which has priced out so many potential home buyers. Now with higher interest rates, they're not used to that 2.5% to 3.5% interest anymore, up to about 5%, and then touching on 6% earlier this year. Mortgage rates have increased, which has increased the amount of monthly payment a buyer can expect to pay on a monthly basis on their mortgage. Again, squeezing out many home buyers, especially young or first-time home buyers who don't have a lot of cash to spend up front on their home. So, that's not going to get better. We still have a supply and demand issue. The supply and demand issue is, one, we've got still very low supply and still pretty decent demand, pretty high demand. There are still buyers out there, although I would say probably 15 to 20% of buyers who want to buy have been priced out. And unfortunately, that's a big chunk of the buyer pool, especially for homes under $300,000. Now, that being said, if you have money in the bank, if you have cash to spend and you're looking to buy a house, you're in the catbird seat right now, because home sellers' homes are sitting on the market longer than they have in years. And I say longer, and what I mean by that is we're still only averaging a week on the market versus hours or a day. So still a very short period of time. There's still plenty of demand out there for housing, and there are people putting offers in on homes that are reasonably priced. There are a lot of sellers who are overpricing their homes, which is a huge mistake, because your home is going to sit on the market, and buyers are becoming more and more wary and a little bit worried about the economic conditions that they're reading about in the news. Talk of recession, which again, I've told you before, I feel like we're already in a mild recession, and they don't want to see something getting worse and making a bad decision on overpaying for a house. So if you're overpricing your listing, it's going to sit there for a little while, and you're going to probably have to reduce. We're seeing record number of price reductions in homes, so that's a great thing for buyers. The other good thing is for new home construction. New home construction, just got an email today from one of our major home builders here in North Carolina, and I'm in the Triad area of North Carolina, which is kind of right in the middle of the state. And one of our major home builders sent an email out to all realtors offering a $10,000 credit towards upgrades in the home, better appliances, solid surface countertops, better flooring, whatever you want to put the money towards. It's $10,000 for giving away because they're seeing sales slow significantly and they want to incent buyers to come to their neighborhoods. So all of that is good for buyers. If you're a seller, again, it's still low supply, decent demand, still a great time to sell, but you need to price your house correctly. Consult with your realtor, your real estate professional, and that you trust, and take their advice. Don't try to stretch it. It's not going to work now. It did last year. We're in different times. With that being said, we're looking forward to Thursday of this week with existing home numbers coming out for July, and I will be back to you after we hear those numbers. See you next time.